Alright, what's up guys, and welcome back to another palworlds video. Now, I am sad to inform you guys about this video because this is something that I didn't necessarily want to talk about, but it is something that needs to be talked about. As you guys know, now this is a new server that I've been on, so if you guys have been watching the past couple of palworlds videos, then you'll know I just started up a new server because my old one was completely glitching out, so I had to start up a new one. So the thing is that palworlds has lost 90% of its player base, and we're going to talk about why this happened, and the devs actually did comment on this situation, so I want to read their comments first and then we'll go from there. Okay, we'll read their comments and then I'll tell you guys my opinion on it. So yeah, let's go. So what they said was emerging palworlds has lost X of amount of player base, which 90% of its player base, but it's probably also a good time to step in and reassure those of you capable of reading past the headline that it's fine to take breaks from games. You don't need to feel bad about that. Palworlds, like many other games before, isn't in a position to pump out massive amounts of new content on a weekly basis. New content will come and it's going to be awesome, but these things take a little bit of time. There are so many amazing games out there to play. You need to feel guilty about hopping in from a game. If you are still playing palworlds, we love you. And if you're no longer playing palworlds, we still love you. And hope you'll come back for round 2 when you're ready. Play lots of games, try different genres, and frequently flick through the libraries to find hidden gems. And I think they're right about that. And my thing about palworlds, if I'm being completely honest, is that this game is fun, and it still is fun. I know I did talk about this in a previous video, pretty much being a little bit biased about this game and saying that just like I really liked it, but this game is really good. Now there are a bunch of bugs and there are a bunch of things that, you know, does go wrong with this game and shit like that, and I think that they do need to be fixed. I can see what they're saying, like there is a lot of games that are just completely like just content drop, like how Fortnite is, and there's just constant updates. There's just constantly something happening, and not every game is like that, and that's okay. You know, like when they add PvP and when they add all this other stuff, people are going to be coming back to the game. Pretty much what the developer was saying was that like they're gonna take their time on their updates, and they're not just gonna go and, you know, add 8 million updates to the game, you know, at once, so people can have something to play. Like I said, kind of like how them other games are, like Fortnite and everything, where, you know, it's just constant updates and shit. And there's nothing wrong with having constant updates for a game, because obviously games like that have flourished. Like Fortnite have flourished because of that, but it's also a battle royale. This game has nothing to do with that. This is just a, you know, kind of like how Conan is. I've been saying this for the longest, but like this and the finals will have their own dedicated fan base. There are going to be a shit ton of people that are still playing these games no matter what. Still have people playing Ark, even though Ark is old. You still have people playing fucking Conan. You still have people playing, you know, all these other survival games. Don't get me wrong, I do think that this game does have its problems. I mean, like sometimes I would literally just be walking and it'll just keep walking, or like some weird little bugs, or like I'll fall through the map or some weird shit. Ever since I got Jet Dragon, my game, it's just been a whole clusterfuck and I have no clue what's going on, and they do need to update that. That is something that they absolutely need to update, because that is just absolutely jaw breaking, game breaking, dick breaking. Is everything breaking? Okay, it does kind of ruin the experience a little bit when everything is just kind of like just glitching out. What they're saying and what I'm getting at is pretty much just like, it's okay for games to not have constant updates 24/7 all day every day, and I think a lot of people just don't understand that. And I was kind of like, yeah, you know, they need to have constant updates, they need to have this, they need to have that. I sat there and really thought about it. I was just like, you know what, they don't. Maybe they can take their time, and maybe they can, you know, oh my god, maybe they can't. I could barely even walk. Jet Dragon, you're destroying my game. But for this game to actually come out finished and everything, I just appreciate that. I mean, like I said, they are going to be adding updates and everything, but for this game to actually just come out finished, I'm okay with that. You have $50 games like Call of Duty that don't come out finished whatsoever, and that are dog shit, and that come out every single year. Guys, I used to be a Call of Duty fanboy, so don't get it twisted. I used to love Call of Duty, played every single last one. If you go back on my videos and shit, I have hundreds of videos on Call of Duty. They are privated, but still, that still doesn't deter the fact that I have like a shit ton of time on Call of Duty. On platform for 6 years, and I probably easily have like maybe 5 years of content worth of Call of Duty, because that's all I played. I think this game will be fine, is what I'm trying to say. It's gonna have its fan base, and if people decide to, you know, come back to the game, and if they don't decide to come back, that's fine. And I believe it's the same thing for the finals. If you guys decide to turn back to the finals because you like it, then do that. But these like very like indie games, I guess you would call them, not meant to have these like player bases for a very long time. I mean, they're gonna lose the player base over time. I mean, look at what is that game called? Games like Lethal Company. Nobody actually thought that Lethal Company would keep its player base, did they? Like, of course it wasn't going to. Very simple game, and people still play it. Don't get it twisted. People still play Lethal Company, but it's like an indie game. Nobody's gonna be playing Lethal Company for the next, like, you know, couple years. I mean, of course, people will still, you know, jump in and play it every now and again, but it's just not one of those games that people are going to be playing forever. And I hope people understand the point that I'm trying to make. Like, these are not these AAA title games. Like I said, I think this game will have a nice player base. It is not gonna have 2, 3, 4, 5 million concurrent players on the game at once all the time. It's just not. Player base is gonna dip. They're not gonna have a lot of players on at once. Maybe like 30, 40, maybe 50,000 or something like that. That dude is literally causing nukes and shit to happen. Why are you sitting like this? I don't like that. Why you? I should make you my thumbnail or something. Also, I do want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Just let me know what you guys think, because I am very, very curious. I know a lot of people were waiting for palworlds to fail and stuff like that, because everybody is waiting for everything to fail for some odd reason. Nothing could just coexist with other games. Like, why can't palworlds coexist with Pokemon? I don't understand that. I don't know if they completely, you know, copied off Pokemon. I think some of the Pokemons do have the likeness of the other ones. I'm not very, you know, familiar with Pokemon, if I'm being honest. Personally, never liked Pokemon because I just never got into it. I did watch, you know, some of the series like as a kid, but like I wasn't like really a big fan of them. And that's perfectly fine for people that are fans of Pokemon. But I wish fans would just like let some games or let some series be. These people took inspiration for Pokemon. I could see that, you know, like how like the pals are, you know, obviously I could see that being, you know, as the likeness of Pokemon. But I feel like nobody can ever like compliment another game. It took something that Pokemon did and made it something different, and people are pissed about that, which makes absolutely no sense to me. Not like they completely just copy Pokemon. It was like, hey, go capture these pals. We're gonna call them pals and not Pokemons. We're gonna go capture these things, and we're just gonna completely steal everything from that game. And yeah, that's not what they did. They literally made a survival game, and just I don't know, man. Like, I feel like people just are so butthurt and just so weird nowadays. But I'm still liking palworlds. I'm hoping that they update the game, if I'm being honest. I hope they do something with this. I hope they, like, you know, don't just let this gym disappear. All I think they really need to do is just add PvP, add a couple of more new things, add a couple of maybe new activities to do, and, you know, maybe have like world events that happen. Yeah, I think all they really have to do is just add like little world events. Add a little bit more bosses. I don't think they have to add too much, but really the PvP. People will stay on this game if they added the PvP for sure. I need to be able to have to do something like, this game needs to have like replay value. That's the hardest thing to do in video games, just to have replay value. And since this game is kind of a single player game, obviously you can play it with friends and things like that. But once you beat it, you can beat it. There's like really nothing else to do. You have all the monsters, and yeah, you can go back and replay it, but not a lot of people are going to do that. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this all in the comment section down below. Are you still loving palworlds? Did you enjoy beating the game? Did you, you know, just enjoy the game while it was here? Hoping that they update the game. Let me know what you guys think about the finals as well, about that game losing like a lot of its player base, but I've already spoke about that. You know, I've said I have a video on that as well if you guys want to go see about that the finals video or whatever. Good video. We go in depth about everything, so make sure to go check that out. This game had the same effect that happened to it. It just lost like literally probably like more players. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.